Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be making this chicken and rice. To get started, I have about 4.5 pounds of chicken drumsticks right here, and I'm going to cover them in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I have a spice mix here of salt, pepper, oregano, cumin, smoked paprika, cayenne, garlic, and onion powder. I'm going to mix this up and I'm going to rub it half of this mixture all over the chicken, and I'm going to reserve the second half. Now all of the amounts and the full recipe, details, tricks and tips and anything else I want to put is down in the description box below, guys. So after I have these chickens all seasoned up, and I did forget to mention, I also did take the skin off of the chicken. If you leave the skin on, it can get kind of gummy and it can make your final product a little bit greasy. But anyway, after we have it all seasoned up, it's all ready to go, I have a heavy bottom pan here with a few tablespoons of olive oil, and I am just going to brown this chicken on both sides. I would say it took me around 5 minutes total to do the whole browning, and you're going to want to do this in batches because you don't want to overcrowd your pan. If you overcrowd your pan, you won't get a brown on the outside of your chicken. You'll get a lot of juice and a lot of steam and a lot of boiling, but your chicken won't turn pretty brown. And now after it's been browned, I want to go ahead and deglaze this pan. So I'm going to use 4 cups of chicken broth here, and I am going to deglaze the pan. Basically, deglazing the pan is just to pull up all of those little brown bits that you see. You want to scrape them up with this juice and the help of a spatula, wooden spatula, or whatever you're using, and get that incorporated into the broth that we're using here. But if you over browned your chicken, let's say, and you maybe burned your pan a little bit, go ahead, just wash it out and start over again. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do this step. This is just for flavor. Okay, and now after I have the pan deglazed and all the fond's up, I'm going to go ahead and add the second half of the seasoning to this broth. And then I have about a cup and a half of baby carrots that I cut into small pieces. We're going to add that in. This is optional. You don't have to if you don't like carrots. I have a half of a white onion, or maybe this is a brown onion. I'm not sure, but it's just a half of the onion. It's cut in half again. Pop it in, no big deal. And now right here I have another optional ingredient. This is 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then right here I have yet another chipotle pepper, and obviously that's optional. You don't have to add it. If you do, just remember it's spicy, so if you are heat sensitive, I would not add that. So right there, I just went ahead and I tasted my sauce, and I realized that I wanted a little bit more salt. And it's important to taste your sauce at this juncture right here, because you don't want to add this chicken that is not fully cooked into the sauce and then taste it. You want to taste it beforehand. So now I'm just going to add all of the chicken. Now that I'm happy with the broth, I'm going to add all the chicken back in, and we're going to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to simmer depending on the thickness of your chicken. I would say for drumsticks or thighs, I would do 10-15 minutes. If you have a thicker piece of chicken, I would do 20 minutes. And right here, all I'm doing is I'm just moving my onion pieces around to kind of redistribute them. Now, if your pan is suitable and if you have a really good lid, from here after the chicken is boiled for the 15-20 minutes, however long you boil it, you could just add your rice into that pan. But I don't like my situation. This pan right here is better for the simmering and boiling process. So I just have 2 cups of jasmine rice in here. And now I'm going to transfer my chicken drumsticks over, all of the juice and everything together. And now after you have all of your chicken pieces into the pan, you're going to want to go ahead and add add in all of the onions and the carrots and the juice and everything else into here. We're going to bring this up to a hard boil, and then we're going to cover it, knock the temperature back to low, and simmer it on low for 20 minutes. Now, if you want a soupier chicken and rice, go ahead and add an extra cup of chicken broth in this process, if that's something that you like, if you like a soupier chicken and rice. And if you don't like spicy, go ahead, take out the pepper, take out the cayenne, take out the chipotle, totally customize this to any way you want. If you're trying to stretch this, you can go ahead and debone the chicken when it's done and put it in to the chicken and rice, and you'll get a little bit further stretch. Or if you need to stretch it even further, go ahead and add more broth, or go ahead and add more veggies. But no matter what you do, 20 minutes after it's done cooking, let it rest 15 to 20 minutes, and this is what it will look like when that's done. So right here, all I'm gonna do is make myself a plate and burn my finger right here, burning myself. It's okay though, guys. It was well worth it because this chicken and rice was so delicious. We're getting to that kind of time in the year where you want something that's hearty, cheap, filling, stick to your ribs, make you feel good about the winter and fall going on outside. And this is that kind of recipe, guys. This will stick to your ribs. You can feed a crowd, super cheap with this food here. It tastes so good. I know everybody and their mama has a few chicken and rice recipes, and this just happens to be one of mine, guys. I really hope you enjoy my food here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And here we go. I am just gonna go ahead and dig in, but not before I put a little lemon over the top. You could put lemon here, sour cream, salsa, whatever you like on your chicken and rice. Maybe you've never even tried it with lemon, but definitely give this a go. I just have some corn tortillas over here on the side, and although these are store-bought, I do have a recipe for homemade ones in the link, the description. And I just had to taste that first bite, and it was so good, you guys. Oh my God. And there you go. You can see the inside of the chicken, nice and cooked through. It was so tasty, guys, so delicious. Made me feel so full and just warm and giddy on the inside, guys. Don't forget, give this recipe a try. Don't forget, guys, come back to my kitchen